Alright guys, Mr. G here with Flotsam, Flotsam, whatever you want to call it. It is a beautiful, lovely, new, post-apocalyptic Waterworld city builder, and we're going to tell you how to get started. First thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to hit that little button I just showed you and plop some buoys down, and your little drifters are going to start swimming out there, and they're going to start gathering resources. While this game looks lovely and beautiful, it doesn't give you much in the way of a tutorial, other than some tool tips. You'll notice you got an island over here. We can't salvage that yet. Just hold on. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. So we've got our little guys. They're out there swimming out there. They're gathering resources. We're going to need to build on our city, which means we're going to need to extend a walkway. It helps if you make sure to just extend it to the level where it only costs 8 plastic. I accidentally wasted some just there. We're going to throw down 2 drying racks and a storage silo. Those are the first things you're going to want to start out with. You're going to go ahead and click on those. You're going to set one drying rack to drying out fish, and you're going to set the second to drying out wood, because you've got wet wood and you've got dry wood as a resource. We'll get to that more in just a minute. Now, each of your drifters is similar to a lot of other games in that they're going to have special abilities or character traits. And if you've ever played RimWorld, you notice you can prioritize, like RimWorld or Oxygen Not Included. You can put build, task, priorities, etc. what they're going to do, and some are better at other things than others. So take a look at that when you're going ahead and assigning drifter worker priorities. Now, the next thing we're going to want to get down is a workshop. I'm going to go ahead and plop that down right next to our storage area, because they're going to be pulling from storage every time they want to build anything in the workshop. Now, once that's done, the first things we're going to be building in the workshop are rope, and we're also going to be creating firewood, which we're going to need for the creation of water. Water is probably your trickiest resource in this game, and you can run out of it rather quickly, which is why we're going to build a distiller right now, so that we can use firewood to distill fresh water from salt water. It's going to use firewood, which we can create in the workshop, to heat it and distill water. I should have got that going sooner, but hey, is what it is. Okay, you also notice we've got a build radius there, but what we're doing right now is we're plopping down 3 beds. I know, it's literally beds floating in the water. My 8-year-old was like, "Dad, what if they just rolled out and fell out?" Yeah, they'd be in the water. But this game is going for cartoony versus realism, and they nail the art setting on that just perfectly. What we're going to do now is we're going to throw down a mooring point, which is going to allow us to build boats. Warning, you can no longer build your walkway any further if you throw your mooring point on it. What we're going to do is we're going to create a salvage boat. This is going to allow us to do the salvage quest you can see there on the far right. It's also going to allow us to salvage resources outside the range of our swimmers, which is going to be very important. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to salvage the masts off these rocks, because we're currently in just level or world 1. We're going to need this part to move our city to the second location. Speeding this up for you guys, but you can see there goes our little salvage boat. One of our drifters is in there. He's going to sail his way over there. He's going to go ahead and grab himself that mast. And then we're going to be bing, bang, boom, ready to build one of our final parts here in a minute. But we've already taken care of water, and we've taken care of wood and resources. Now we need to worry a little bit more about food. But before we do that, you can now use your salvage boat just like you would with your swimmers. And you can click on the little boat icon, and you can now salvage resources outside of the swim radius for your city. Next up, we're going to crank out another walkway. We're going to build another mooring point, but this time we're going to put a fishing boat on it so that we can send somebody to do some fishing for us, get us a little bit more food, and then we're going to try and stick around in this world and gather all the resources up before we take off for the next one. We just got to keep track of our firewood and our water levels, because you can see I'm running low on water. I wasn't paying enough attention to it when I got started out on this video, but there they go. I'm gonna whip out his fishing pole, do a little bit of fishing. It's nice to just plunk those down on any fishing zones you see, that way they just keep fishing. Now this is the last part we're going to be able to build in World 1. It's a sail, and it's going to let you move on to the next world, but make sure you get everything you can from this one before you open up that map and you get out of here. If you found this useful, please hit that like button, and I hope it helped you start out on your journey in Flotsam. I'm going to catch you guys later. Be good and enjoy the water world you're sitting on. Mr. G out.